Hello, me lovelies. Oh, well, there's me lovely Kelsey who's turned up. It was touch and go with it. I thought you were going to turn up, Kelsey, but you have. And you know what that means, Kelsey? That means you're a very good
girl.
You're a very good girl. Just waiting for someone else to turn up. Is it? Oh, who's this? Who's this? Let me see. Oh, yes. Now, as you know, I have ventured into Hedgehog Man's video Craig's Hoopla Who is a hole, searching out for an interview Simon Kirk, who I was given good information is hiding up there, and it was confirmed he's been hiding up there ever since he did that running. Don't listen to what Hedgehog Man says, acting innocent. I can assure you, Simon Kirk is in here somewhere. Now, I was shocked to find that a common residence right up there, not far, I tell you now, not far from the entrance to the lower bow, is Craig. Apparently, he's been renting space there for a while, and he's come with me to try and locate Simon because it's quite a big, it's quite a big cavity. Quite a big cavity to try and get into. So, Craig, how are you enjoying yourself in your dark place?
I'll just cover the first bit first because I mean, Nan, you remember that? Yeah, of course you do. I already suspected.
Right? All they're made is sort her out, boy.
Can you hear me now?
No, I can hear.
Hang on, wait, somebody's done something to this then.
I won't have it. I won't have it.
Yeah, somebody turned one of the things off. Is that better?
That's better. That's much, much better. That's much better.
Man. I always like it. So it's like somebody goes in the settings and messes with it, man, on other lives.
Well, are you sure it's not every time Hedgehog Man scratches his a-hole that it interferes with your reception? Because I've told
I don't
people,
know, but like, Simon Kirk's a bit big to like fit inside.
You know he's up there. You've been up there yourself. You know he's in there, and we're going to find him. We're going to find him and flush him out because he needs to answer to these terrible allegations against him. He does.
Yeah. My nan's got a suspected urine infection, by the way, and I just thought I'd get it out of the way. It's got the care review now. So
that can be cleared up. That's one good thing. If it's a urine infection, it can be cleared up.
Can affect loads. That has got a Brian Cockrell, man. You know what I mean? It's like it's been the talk of the town.
Well, do you know what, Craig? You know what to do now, don't you? No, bench Brian Cockrell in this. Tell your nan if she wants to do any heists, if she wants to go in the jewelry shop, just go and do it now. Go and do it, Craig's nan. Do it now because she'll get away with it. Apparently, you don't know what you're doing. And what she does the heist on, the jewelry shops or whatever, or the mobile phone shops. She hides it all. And then she says, "Oh, I don't know where to did it. I don't know where to put them all." You see, do that way. You're onto a winner there, Craig. You're onto a winner. You won't have to do crappy lives like this anymore. You and your nan will be living the high life. I'm telling you. But I had something about I can't talk about the situation there with Brian and all this business. And
we was talking about the tellies though, charging £8 and stuff for a telly and stuff. You know what I mean? And it's mad for people in hospital. If my nan has to go in there, and I'll buy her one, a small one, just to take in myself, man. I won't pay that.
You can use like those. Nothing. You can have iPads and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to use that though.
It is terrible. If you can't get out your bed, they come down from the ceiling, don't they? These televisions and the crap, they're only tiny little things.
Oh, they're just getting older and whack it in there.
But they have television rooms. But again, then you've got the problem. Who watches what? And you've got to be able to get to the television room to watch it, because nothing boring, and this way they've got you. There's nothing more boring than being in hospital, so you're going to want a television. But every 10 days, that's £80. That's not right. That's not right. That's a hell of a lot of money for some people. It is certainly a hell of a lot of money. But
Yeah, but you
anyway,
can get like a subscription to like Netflix for that, man.
yeah, that's what I
Probably.
mean. It is a rip-off. You shouldn't have to pay for it. You shouldn't have to. But that's what happens. That's what happens. Anyway, let's talk
Yeah,
about Simon.
back to Simon Kirk's a-hole. I mean, Video Craig's a-hole.
Okay.
Where's the
Oh,
watch?
it's smelly. Oh, good God. It's bloody smelly up it. I mean, I had a little fingering around in there before because Craig said, he said, do you want to have a feel up there? Feel up there. So we had a little look around, see if we could feel him. But
And I think I found the watch in his colon. Nah, it was just like a big piece of food. Sorry. False alarm, man.
It's a scary place up there. I reckon there's been a few people lost up there. I'm scared in case I find any, human remains buried deep within
Video Craig's prison pocket.
Yeah, it's prison pocket. It's tunnel of fun. I do no. It's quite a place that you don't want to be, my darling. It's a place
I've never had to do that with the drugs. Like, I've never had to put drugs up there. But like in like South Africa, I watch this prison thing with Ross Kemp.
Wait a minute, Craig. Just tell me something. How have we gone onto that subject?
You're talking about the inside of a bloke's arsehole? You know what I mean?
I'm not talking about why do we get from that to, I've never put drugs up.
Because it leads onto something else, like because it gets them ready for
why you know what I mean
when they get raped, apparently.
Stop it. And this is why I don't want you going on subjects like that, Craig, because you can't be trusted with the language you use. You can't be trusted. That's why keep off any subjects like that, because you can't be trusted. I'm not going to have my channel penalised.
I will. I'll watch my language now.
Because you do it all the time.
Have you ever watched Ross Kemp on Gangs?
I don't want to know.
You never watched that?
Everyone in the chat has just said we don't want to know about people sticking things up their rear ends.
Oh, you'd want to talk about exploring?
No, I would. I don't even watch stuff like that.
You should have laid the ground rules down before.
There's something strange about you wanting to watch that. Who the hell wants to watch something like that?
Ross Kemp on Gangs. Brilliant, man.
Here we are. You have to show yourself. Oh, there we go. Now, put 2 fingers up.
Your bum.
There we go.
Lovely.
Now, another one to fit into Video Craig's hoopla hoo. Oh, I'm telling you. But he can take it.
I'm up there on the second shelf right next to a few people.
But
what's going on with you anyway, man?
What's been going on?
Oh, not much, really. Not much. Bored.
I got sacked from work this week.
Why?
So I went to work in a factory, right? Now I was the only Englishman in that factory, and I'm going to try watch what I say here without being a bit racist.
Yeah, don't be racist.
I've sat there for 3 days at work, just started the job on. Asking what should I do? Because no one could speak a word of English. So I've ended up screaming in the manager's face, "Can someone please speak the effing English?" And then it said it was gross misconduct. And
well, if you shout them, they'll say that, won't they?
So soon you'll have to get a degree in other languages to have a job in your own country, bro.
Oh, it was a joke, It was
You'll have to learn Indian and stuff, Bangladeshi, the lot, man. All the different dialects.
Well, this is the problem when you talk about Indian or in China. It's not just the one language, is it? They have multiple languages, so you think which one are you supposed to learn? Which one? But this is why they need to, and they do, and it's not being racist saying this. If you've got someone that's coming to this country and they're intending to work, they have to know the language, for God's sake.
Doctor.
Well, on one of the forms, when they used to, when people come legally, on the form that you have to speak English, it used to be, I bet
Yeah.
they
No,
took it off.
that's America, that, Craig, with the
Yeah,
Mexicans.
America.
Ah, well, that makes sense to me.
I think what is it? The Ten Commandments? Not the Ten Commandments. What is it? No, I'm thinking
Sorry,
of
man. The
something else. Then.
Declaration of Independence.
I think because they've got. Is it not sing the national anthem or something like that in America?
Yeah, they've got. That's when they want citizenship. Yeah, they've got to go
Oh,
through.
something
a
on the
test.
lines of that.
Oh, you don't need to prove anything here. Good God, no, you don't.
Oh
need to
no,
prove it.
you just come over here willy-nilly and you get universal credit and you get a job and a house
But
and a phone.
But see, the danger is, and this is what happened. Well, happened to me. I phoned up my doctor once, and there's a young Indian girl there working on the desk. Now she could speak English, and you could understand her. That wasn't the problem. She could speak it. She struggled to understand it being spoke back to her. And I remember I phoned her up, so she asked me for my date of birth, whatever. She got someone else's details up and started talking about it. Now that's a data breach.
It's
Doing
Ryan safeguarding as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and then I told her again, she said she got someone else up, and so I just lost it because I was so annoyed. I thought she's not understanding what I'm saying here. So I said, no, I said, what it is, said, you don't understand what I'm saying. I felt terrible after it because she was like saying, oh, I'm sorry. And I thought, why did I snap at her like that? If she can't understand me, she can't understand me. But it caused a data breach, not once, but twice. That was the difficulty of it. But she could, if you went in and spoke to her, you could understand her. She could speak English well enough to understand it. There was no problem. Just she couldn't. She mustn't have been able to get the dialect, as you say, Craig, or whatever.
But imagine a doctor doing that and giving you the wrong medication or like the wrong diagnosis or anything. They could come up with you've got a heart condition, and then you put the wrong details in, and then you haven't, and then you give the wrong medicine. That could kill someone. That.
Well, what can happen as well, Craig, as well, which I found, Ashley, sorry, is that there's also cultural issues as well concerning it. And this is where in mental health, I learned this in the police, dealing with doctors with when people are being mentally assessed. It's whether they see things the same as we do. Their culture might see something different and they'd be struggling to see that there was something wrong. Where I'd say, no, I'd be trying to explain there is something wrong there. There is something wrong. But they saw that as they could see because it wasn't their cultural way of viewing mental health or mental illness. And that could cause problems. So you can get issues arising. But I'd imagine if you're going to live somewhere, and people used to think, don't they? Well, look at the English in Spain. They don't speak Spanish. Well, there's not we're not filling Spain up. That's one thing.
And visiting, man.
And two, what is we've usually got businesses and we're getting money from here, not from or in Spain itself. We'll start up a business. So that's it.
Yeah. And these immigrants, right? These illegals, they earn money and then send it back, man.
Put a ledge on that. Yeah, put a ledge on that for us, please, Craig, if you don't mind.
Put a what?
Say alleged at the start of that because a lot of people are getting arrested with these certain things like this.
I ain't big enough to get arrested, man. They only do that to people who well known.
No, because some people do take it the wrong way. You know what I mean, mate? It's the way I look at it.
What's saying that like immigrants send money home to their families?
Oh no! Just if you're gonna go too deep, just put alleged in front of it.
Yeah, man. I'm being lectured on morals by Cumbrian Truth. Oh, brilliant, bro.
Oh, you've got them off Cumbrian. Here we go on, bitch fight. Here I'll come. I go on, bitch fight.
$100
I fall better than you. Fuck you,
I'm just pointing it out. Man. It's
ironic. It's
a bit ironic, though, right?
Well, someone's going to learn you, though, Craig.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, right.
Stop.
But you've been surrounded by them at your job, eh? Yeah, no, just because you're sensitive at the minute.
I'm like a butterfly. It was horrible, though. You know, it was horrible. Like I've never experienced anything like that in my whole entire life. I've been in jail with them all. got on with them. They all spoke good English, but it was like I was in a different country, mate. Really was.
Well, this is what's happening, and it is happening at the moment. It's getting. I can say now with
People,
certainty.
sorry, and people can walk down some high streets
Yes,
and think like them in a foreign country these days. You know what I mean? In England.
He's buggered off. So you're talking to yourself. Interrupt me.
Oh, bloody hell.
He's gone. See, you chased
We
him
got
away.
scare him up. He always goes quick, like.
I know.
And not when, even when we are like discussing something, I will say arguing.
He doesn't even say bye-bye, does he? Doesn't even say bye-bye. He better get back on or he's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Humble must have whistled him, man.
Guys, humble. Don't be horrible. Don't be horrible.
No, I'm just saying, like.
Don't be nasty about nice, Mr. Dryer. Don't be nice about nice.
I've got nothing. I'll forgive him for like saying what he did, like trying to get my info and that. I don't, you know.
Anyway, right. Anyway, let's talk about Simon again. Simon Kirk. Do you believe he's done it?
Well, the lack of him doing a video don't look good, does he?
Do you know, this is what gets me. I mean, spoke to him when he first came on YouTube, or the thing with Decker kicked off when he was going with Decker, and he don't give me that. Wait a minute, your battery's gone, but yet you're able to leave a message. Don't start that.
Yeah, I do. Well, when Simon Kirk first come on here, right, I stuck up for him because Humble was like doxing his family and stuff. That's the first time I come across him.
Humble doesn't dox families.
Well, he was putting us all the information out there. And
He wasn't. He was putting his.
I remember it, man. I made a video about
it. He wasn't putting out his family members' names. So
no, but it was.
Stop fibbing.
I made a video about it, and at the time, Simon Kirk will tell you.
Do you know what? This is absolutely stupid. Do you know what StreamYard's done? They've gone and put a help button right where you need to click the send button, so it covers it. It's absolutely annoying.
Stupid.
Show yourself, Ashley. Because you know what the bugs. There we are.
Yeah, I'm glad he's back, man.
But anyway,
that's it. My phone died. I'll just have to call.
Anyway, what was going to say about Simon is that I first met him then, and he wanted to come on. I don't know what the same sense was. He wanted to come on live with me to talk about all the stuff. So all right, come on if you want to come on. This is when he just parted company from Decker, and I wasn't believing this tale he was telling, or his reason he was telling. I found out. I thought when you claimed you'd seen his Zora Acro, you were the one claimed you'd seen it was all clean. Why suddenly change it? So he was coming on. He didn't show up. I set it all up. He didn't show up. So I said to him, sorry, Macy, you're not getting on again. I said, because you could have told me. And he was like, oh, well, me kids and all this business. Next thing he did, he said sorry, he was apologetic. Then he wanted to come on again. So it was a few months later, actually. So I set her up again. Did exactly the same thing. So
hello, John.
So I said, no warning or anything, he wasn't going to turn up. So I said, what happened to you? And then I knew, I thought, well, you're never getting on again, which you won't. You'll never get on any of my lives again after he did it a second time. So I said, why did you do it again? And so his reply was, I've got kids, Dan. And I couldn't help it, Craig. I thought, well, what horrific syndromes your children have that wild that you can't put in a phone. I can't make it tonight. It was nothing to do with his kids. He just couldn't be arsed turning up, and that's why I don't like Simon. That's why I said he'll never be on the live with me again. Twice he did that.
There's a good person in your chat there that knows Simon and what he went through a lot of ordeal with Simon over the past couple of years, and that's Axel. Yeah. He's in your chat, Dan. Now, with myself, with Simon, now I got in touch with, Simon got in touch with myself looking for us to fight Gary Slater or Slatter or whatever you call him. That
Oh,
big
Gary
roided.
Slater, yeah.
It's
Gary.
the thing.
Gary.
I was, and he caught me at me vulnerable this law, and I was more than happy to do it. And then obviously I got jailed off. I'm gonna come and see you, never seen a thing. Blocked the calls, blocked everything.
He's not.
And got it. And when I got fit, all he wanted was the paperwork between me and the man from Welsh Road, the father.
Yeah.
Between him. So I sent him it, and I writ it out, and it was the falsest thing I've ever writ out in my life. And he passed it on. He passed that on, which I weren't happy about. To how can I put this, to a pretend paedophile hunter.
I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, to that person.
Wiley, baby, Wiley has it, man. Wiley, wearing my Rolex.
I didn't like it,
What?
I love that tune when it come out. That's when I start wearing my Rolex.
But yeah, what is this? What I'm saying? I say I couldn't take the Simon. I couldn't take. At first, I thought he was all right. Then I just couldn't take to him after that. I thought you're rude. I thought you're inconsistent. You can't, because I don't think. I think there's nothing more rude than turn around and say, "What's that? What do you say? What are you saying? What are you saying, Craig?"
Oh, I was singing the Rolex song. Usually drink, usually.
You mean when I'm
babble.
talking? You mean when I'm talking?
I was doing it
listening.
quietly.
Oh, bored are you? Bored of me, are you?
Nah, man, I was just reminiscing about the Rolex.
I
want to do the Rolex sweep.
He's singing because I'm that bored.
Nah, it's because I like the Rolex. Why
you being like that, man, Craig? Don't be doing that, or I'll pick a potato at you then.
I'm a music lover.
Get a handle on him. Get a handle on him. Go on.
He always.
Everybody's asking who's wearing the Rolex, man. Who's wearing the Rolex?
I'm singing a song when I'm talking.
I know.
I don't make it. Wiley did it, not me.
Saying that I'm bored. And am I boring you, Craig?
What did I say? You was boring.
I must be if you're laughing at me.
You'll get the motor.
I was like singing a song, man.
You'll get the motor like Ben did.
Yeah,
about wearing my Rolex. People just don't know where my phone is. Here's my number. She already knows it.
I've got someone here, AK. I don't know who it is.
Is it Axel in the background?
AK. I have to show your face, Axel, before I can put you on.
Ginger beard.
I do apologise for singing the Rolex sweep.
Because it's not the same Avi he's got in the chat.
No,
says nothing. So whoever you are, let's show yourself you're not getting on. So you can sit there all day.
Anyway, Simon Kirk, he's looking guilty because he made a response to all these accusations. I'd want to be clear on that.
Well, wait a minute. I'm getting shown an evil eye. Oh, no, eye of Horus. Sorry. Don't know what No, that's not because Axel shows his face.
He does. Axel shows his face. I think a good conversation here and will be with Axel himself about this topic. To be honest, to this man, and I don't think he's ever been on
before, hasn't he?
I don't think he has.
Let him break his virginity, man. Break it. Go on, break it.
Does he doesn't kiss, does he?
No.
And we're not going to get any
and he's into voodoo, man. Of course he can.
Oh, no. Voodoo, witches, witchcraft. Oh, I'm a good Christian. I'm a good, dedicated Christian. Sorry. I saw him. Where was he? Where's Bibby gone?
It's in the chat.
I remember last time you were live on. Bibby said he was going to come on.
Yeah, come on, Bibby.
Bibby and Axel.
I mean, it's not enough that he robbed my moderator. Oh, but no. I'm telling you now, here we go. My lovely moderator. You know my moderator, don't you? My gorgeous.
Kelsey.
Yeah, big up Kelsey, man. Respect.
Yeah, man.
I love, because she's a
good girl.
It's a good girl.
And don't put that one in the back. I think I know who it is, to be honest.
Oh, she's a yellow bird, is it? Oh, was it one of the Simpsons? Which one, Lisa or Marge, man?
Oh, they're not getting on because they're acting daft in the private chat.
Yeah. No, but I also remember Simon Kirk, and he won't mind me saying this. When that paperwork was coming around with the man off Welsh Road, he come up to Carlisle, and he was telling me how the man from Welsh Road wouldn't go around Carlisle because he maybe bump into DC, and kept on saying it. And that's where he always said to me, that's when I started putting my guard up with this man. But I always remember him backing him at the start of Spartan. Is it Spartan? What YouTube Wars or Spartan Wars? Whatever he started at the start.
I remember it. Like I made a video saying to Humble because he was going after Simon Kirk, like he does everybody who supports Decker. I mean, the man from Welsh Road at the time, and I said, go after Decker, not him, man. Give him time to find out where he needs to find out. You don't know him, but you shouldn't be like doxing him. And
he
wasn't
doxing him. He wasn't.
Yeah, he was. Everybody knew
he wasn't.
Had a family.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't. He wasn't. Everyone knew Simon Kirk was.
So I knew Simon donkeys ago, man.
Simon didn't.
Well, before he was Decker's friend.
Yeah.
Well, why would Humble dox him before he was Decker's friend?
I don't know.
You see,
he was doing that. He was doing. Oh, I'll put it another way then. One that's a bit better for you. It was like.
It's it, Ashley. Do you see where Detective Anne came out there? I just you see, I used to do that when I'd be taking statements off people. You'd suddenly hear them saying something, and you think, you just slipped up. Why would Humble have doxed him before he was talking to Decker?
And it was shit like fact.
I've been watching a lot, man. I've come to the conclusion about that one as well, Humble, that it's just going nowhere, to be honest.
I got caught. Somebody said I was working for Humble yesterday, man, because I make videos about Emma Cockrell, I think, or Brian Cockrell. I work for Humble because I'm criticising somebody on YouTube.
I'm not going to, Craig. They're not worth your time. They're not worth speaking about. To be honest,
I'm telling you, man. It happened yesterday. So it's fresh in my mind.
I don't know, though. I don't know, Ashley. Do you think he might be on? You know, I don't know. You know this the way he says that he doesn't like. Maybe this is just like a ruse, to get people, on side, not realize who's really behind the narrative to destroy a channel. Do you think that's it? I don't know.
Don't know,
I've had fingers in more pies than I have on here behind the scenes. I'll tell you that for free.
Who has?
You,
me. My fingers have only been.
You was brought up in Humble's latest video to be a mediator between Paddy and Humble.
Just let's put this right. My fingers have only been up.
I am independent
because I'm trying to find Simon Kirk. That's why. That's the only fingers. That's the only place my fingers have done any walking. Oh, the way you've got me talking.
I was making videos a long time before that, baby man. Fuck, I think my first video was about Brian and Emma.
Craig makes the videos to defend his lover Anne, not for the Humbles. I'm his lover. You can read that two ways. Craig makes the videos to defend his lover Anne. Am I his lover or who else?
That's what he's getting. Oh, Bibi's jealous, man.
I've just seen that.
Yeah. What do you mean? Do you mean I'm Craig's lover, Bibi? I'm not getting this Chelsea again, are we? Oh, God's sake, I hope not.
Oh, Anne's closer to Dr. Rackbull than there is to me. I'm like Instagram me's on and shit, man. I am none of that, man.
Get on here, Bibi. Punk. Yeah, Bibi boy. Get on here, Bibi boy.
Hey, Craig. Why do people say that? This is what I don't get, that you're on the payroll, you like this, that, and all because you've got your own opinion.
Yeah, oh, they always say that.
You know why? Because they're that narcissistic, right? They think somebody talking bad about them, they have to be on the payroll. They can't just be calling out their bullshit. That's what it is.
No, because they've said it about me. You've always been on his payroll. You've done this. You're a traitor and all that kind of stuff. But no, Like,
Ashley, when you think of it, they're saying especially if it's coming from a certain area that's saying that, which we can guess where it's coming from. Who were the ones that were giving you money in jail?
myself, Maria, £10.
So who was paying you, and she was giving you that money and didn't want anything in return?
Of course it is.
Yeah,
I've never wrote so
They
much
know
stuff
their
out
own-
in jail in my life.
They know their own ways best. You were
Yeah.
being kept on side. They know their own ways best.
You've got to see her. No, I'm only joking.
I'm getting sick of you, Craig, talking over it on.
Singing, bro, singing.
Singing.
If
Very rude.
someone wants to pay me, I'll tell most people. Get on here, baby, you little baby boy. Baby
Well,
boy.
I did that today with Axel. There goes,
Baby boy,
Someone-
did you just say that, Ad? That sounds like something Kung Fu Kev would say, man.
That's
Come on,
what-
baby
that's who
boy.
I'm mocking. Yeah, I'm gonna. Hey, get ready for it when you get in that ring. I'm telling you,
I don't
get ready.
Kung Fu Kev.
What is a name like Bibby? Hee, Bibby. What's a name like Bibby? Hee.
How much does a VC pay you, baby?
God.
I know, yeah. One of the close friends, the VCAE.
But you know when people say, right, that people pay people on here, I know that's true. That is a true thing.
I wish someone would pay me. I'm still waiting. I keep on telling Humble I'm going to sue for
He still owed me £25 from 3 years ago when I done a live with him, and he said, "I'll clap your hands, I'll give you 25 quid," and still hasn't said it's £25.
I've made 0 pence off this.
It went round, right? Know what I did once? I put down, I said, because my computer was rubbish, so I said to him, I said, I need to it's a joke on one of his comments. I said, I need a computer, buy me one. And he said, oh, why don't you put a GoFundMe up? Tight ass. So anyway, it went round.
PP, we can do business, bro.
Hey, well,
Oi,
wait a minute. Just let's finish
man.
it. For God's sake, Craig. Let's just bloody well finish it. Anyway, he said, I've forgotten now, so that's gone. That's gone. I've forgotten what I was going to say because of bleeding.
Oh, we've started to get trolls in on. We've got some trolls in. Hello.
Do you want to get rid of them?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Nah, man. Don't let them go, man.
I'm on a different path.
Nah, the guy he's put Cumbrian truth, bacon and egg. I mean bacon sausage. But where's the egg, bro? You know the egg makes a sandwich.
Bro.
Mm.
Wow.
All right, bro. How you doing, kid? How you doing, me old mucker?
Ew.
Oh,
Sharon's here. Sharon's here. Yeah, well, we'll keep an eye on this one. She'll sneak off. Wait for it. She'll sneak off. She makes out. She comes in now, makes out she's watching, and then she like
Jamie Wilson. All right, bro.
Then she buggers off again. But anyway, talking about. Let's get on to Craig. Shall we?
Go on, man. Try and analyze me.
Baby boy.
Analyze me. Try and analyze me, Anne.
No, video, Craig. It's not all about you. I know you think YouTube revolves around you.
I know there's too many Craigs, man. There's like video Craig.
My first experience to an F-bomb on YouTube was by Video Brick.
Yeah, I dare say it was. I dare say it was.
He's got a good taste in links as well.
I've always sent.
Send me the link. It means more things to more people.
Anyway, have you noticed his Ozempic is working?
Is what?
Ozempic. He's getting those injections, isn't he?
What's that for?
Botox.
To lose weight.
Oh,
yeah.
He's on them. Because he's not going to do it as nature intended. And he's an idiot because I tell you now, start messing with that. It starts messing up your muscles. It's for people with diabetes. It's not for people who...
but you get them on the end. there was a lad in jail on, right? He must have been about 17 stone. And it's free on the NHS to get these weight. I think they're either jabs or tablets, one of the two. And they just make you might as well become a heroin addict.
Mm.
And it's probably even
just
safer
text
than this.
loads of speed, man. Just text speed, because that's what's going to happen. That's basically it, isn't it?
Mm.
It's just, I think what it is, that given warnings out saying it's not as safe as people saying, they get the Ozempic face. You're seeing this with celebrities, they know who's on it and who isn't, because it eats away the muscles as well as the fat. And that's the problem with it. So they get that gaunt Ozempic, they're calling it Ozempic face now.
Yeah.
But it's not affected his face.
I didn't really think Video Craig was that big.
I can't call him anything else.
Well,
but
it wasn't that he
man.
was
It's in
massive.
my head, man.
He wasn't massive, but he was saying when I met him, he was, how can you put it? Like a whiskey barrel, shape. That's just I hate sound on it, but like a blob shape. That's what he was like. So he needed to lose something. So and the nerve fit when I met him, he was at one point, oh, it was so embarrassing. Started skidding Chrissy about a weight. And I was like, I just thought, ignore him. I'm not going to pull him up in the shop where we'd actually shop.
Yeah, the video where you did the video. Yeah, I remember
and
that.
I thought, man, look at yourself. I thought, I don't see a svelte little svelte sylph skipping around when I was looking at him. It was quite hefty, chunky. Should we put it that way? Chunky. He's chunky.
Yeah, Decker, give him the name.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Yeah, he comes from Decker, the Hedgehog name.
Oh, was it from Decker? Did Decker call him that?
Yeah, I called him Hedgehog, man, and he just took it.
Thing is, though, I thought Video Craig was a better name.
You thought it was what?
Video Craig was a better name.
Was it?
Video Craig is a better name.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
Than Hedgehog.
100%.
Because it just it doesn't look like a hedgehog. It's just
all he's got is a Mohican, like it don't really.
I know scary do. It's a scary do. So Bibby's bottled out. He won't come on.
Looks like that Dimmy's bottled out as well. Dimmy, he was going to fight the Biz, man, and he's gone in hiding now.
Oh, Dimmy! Oh, don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh.
If he's hopped up on drugs, man, he could probably knock Bibby out. To be fair,
look, Dimitri Mushrooms we're talking about, aren't we?
Yeah.
You're kidding me. That's the biggest joke. And I thought they weren't supposed to be talking.
Well, he's going to pay him £600, was he? And an extra something for whatever. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs exactly. But
Hedgehog Man's going to pay him.
Yeah, he's putting up the money.
I know he's throwing the money about. This is it. He's throwing the money about. He gets 600. Didn't he spend out saying 400 on what's this called? Danny G.
Yeah, he's been sending the gold.
Yeah, the woman who he was feeling so heartfelt for, Chew, Decker's ex, he gave a lousy 200 quid to.
Bloody hell. See,
I'd expected everyone else to pay for it. That's why I made that video. I said, this is a crock of crap. And I'm still annoyed at him for doing that. Trying to make out he was
he does flex a bit though, Video Craig, with his cash though. He does flex a bit, like and he says he's retired, man. I'm retired, like I don't get
Look.
that, man. He must have a ton in the bank, man, if you can say that.
He's
at his
got
age.
look. I've said it before, and there's nothing wrong with being flush, but he's well flushed. Craig is. He's got wealthy parents. He's on for a ton when his papa passes away. He's got plenty of money, and people throw. That's what I can't understand why people are throwing money at him.
I know, yeah.
They
I've
throw
thought
it
about
at
it a
him,
few times,
and it's
man.
like he doesn't need it. He doesn't
Just
need
being
it.
honest.
He is well shot. He can just, if he wants to. That's why I said when he did it. That's why I was disgusted of what he did over there. SHU. If he wants to, like that, £200, that's nothing to him. That can be lost. That can be thrown up. He lights a cigar with 200 quid or more, and he wouldn't feel it. So when he was trying to make out he was being compassionate to her, I thought, no, you can afford a hell of a lot more to have you were shown
At
compassion.
the
And as
same
we
time,
say,
though, it's better than F4 you know.
but still, it was just the thing about it. I thought, no way. Then
Yeah,
suddenly
but
it's
that
£400.
£200 that can turn into more over there, Corey. You can get way more stuff over there for that than you can here.
That's not the thing about it. He was the one that was willing to put her in a position where she could have been stranded.
Yeah.
She could have been stranded over there. And that's why I'm annoyed with him, because I thought, wait a minute, this all crooked cack, this is. But again, it's up to him what he does. If he wants to do that.
Capitalising on the
But as for
bank.
this, a fight with Dimitri Mushrooms, they see, where's this money? If this money is handed over to Dimitri, what's it going to go on?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, of course it is. Exactly. And could Hedgehog Man give a rat's tiny one if it does? No, he couldn't. And that's why I'm getting my temper's getting short with them now. No,
Yeah, I am retired though, but for medical reasons, he's all right, man. Video Craig, you know.
On a live found 3K. On a live found 3K on a music video he never even knew he had. Goes to show how. Oh yeah, he's this was from day one. He is absolutely. Oh, sorry, Ashley. He is. But there's nothing wrong with the fact he's.
I know,
well
yeah, I
healed.
don't hold it against him, but like,
No,
you know.
but it's just the way people throw money at him. It's like, you're stupid.
And I bet them
just
some of the
need it.
people who throw the money at can't afford it really. They just
Yeah.
do it.
They just do it. Oh, look at Craig. What are they paying him for? And this is the question I have. What are the? Well, let's see your face, Ashley. There we are. Just put two fingers up for me again. There we go. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. It's just the idea that it's. Well, what did you say last, Craig? I've forgotten what you said last.
Video about the donations, like people might be in a bad place, him donating the money, and he don't know this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. But people want to. It's them. Oh yeah, I was going to say, what are they actually paying them for? What
That Tracy comes into mind, man.
Who?
Do you remember that Tracy who was donating all that money to everyone?
Oh,
people call it Teabag Tracy because she used to donate all the copies.
It was it Teabag Tracy.
Lovely Tracy.
Teabag Tracy.
She used to donate coffees to loads of the lads, didn't they?
I remember it
everywhere, man. Not too much though. Like,
wait a minute, I remember it, Tracy, but if I remember Teabag Tracy, she was a horror. She was an absolute horror. Teabag
used
Tracy.
to be
does
on
she
the
look like
cesspit
Heather out of EastEnders?
No. Yeah,
Craig, man,
yeah.
hey, be a bit more respectful.
I want to know if I'm talking about the same person.
Look, I've got this. What I'm thinking about with, because the Teabag Tracy I remember, or Tracy Teabag or whatever, she was a
Heather
horror. There was
it.
a nice Tracy who was donating money. I remember she was all right, but there was,
that's the one we're on about there.
There was a nice one, but I say there was a horrible one. She was like I don't know, alcoholic issues or whatever she was on, but she was horrible. I wouldn't have her anywhere near me, champ. Nowhere near. She was absolutely vile.
No, this
So I think it's
Trace
two
is
different.
lovely.
Yeah. Oh well, it's not the same one because the Tracy I'm thinking of. I think the Tracy I'm thinking of. I don't. I say she was. You could tell by she was talking. She was horrible.
This
She was
this
called
Trace is
Cheetah.
having a lot of issues with, I think, Peggy
Yeah.
at the minute.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen from Peggy for ages. Peggy's just always in the drama, though. Let's be honest. She's always in the drama. It's like a
I
second
thought to be
I
coming
wouldn't
on.
say that, to be fair. Like,
On if you
it's
put
in
the
the
link on.
chat, but they're very involved in everything.
Hey, well, Axel, there's an Axel there, but you'll have to show your face, Axel.
Ah,
This
you'll
is
show
the people are trying
I've
to get
just
on.
I've
Just
just
put
asked him
two
to come on
fingers
and-
up, Axel. Put two fingers up to me. I don't. I'm not kinky. Just put two fingers up to me. There we go. Here we go. I'll put you on now. There we go.
Great
Yeah,
night,
I know
Sam.
what you're on about, man. You're persona non grata everywhere for what you've done, saying like, "Ah, big up Fat Peg and this and that, man. Look at you, big up you, man."
I've just asked him to come on for his experience with Simon Kirk.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. God, I saw it.
I'll mute myself, man.
I thank you.
You better mute yourself, Craig, because I don't want you singing over the
I'm
top
going
of
to
me like you
unmute
do.
myself. Oh, don't talk to me like that. I'm going to unmute. You should have
Hey, well, bitch
said
fight,
nothing,
bitch
man.
fight.
You should have
Come
said,
on.
okay. I'm only joking.
Look, he knows better. He knows better, doesn't he? Just mute
He
straight
knows,
up, don't Craig.
He knows. Where's Langon? Are you there, on?
I have this effect on people, me Ash. You run away all the time.
Oh, I've never, that fake beef we've sorted. We've done an experiment this week on. I've done it. It took a lot for me not to come onto YouTube for this experiment. Fake beefing on YouTube. On
Yeah.
how much do you see it like over the years and all the past?
Loads.
So-
And you know who's the ones that are doing it as well.
Oh yeah. Most of your BKB fighters, BKFC
Yeah.
fighters.
It's well.
So me and Axel. Oh, go on.
No, I was just going to say they were all at it. I mean, Thingo was drawing attention. I love the way he did it. Danny Christie blew the lid on Brett May, didn't he? Because Brett May was saying, let's cause this beef and all that. But you can tell it is. You can just tell it's not genuine. And it spoils it. But the thing is, people love it. And they'd rather have lies than the truth. And I can't work that out.
Well, that happens on the daily, but I sat with Axel, I think it was the back end of last week, and I went to him, go at me. Come out and say a load of lies, say a load of bull, and watch people's reactions in chat. Now, Axel got, he's took his channel, he's done this, he's done that, he's done a load of things. And it went round every channel.
Well, I did take your channel. In all fairness, I did take the channel.
No, but you had my channel in the first place. So
Still do.
Oh, don't start. No, but we made a point. I think to him last night, I said, right, I'll do this little screen recording with him. And then I said to him last night, watch people in the morning start clipping this. And it happened. It happened. And it bewilds me how many people do it on here on the daily, just the clicks.
To be honest, Ash, you've took very minimal from our experiment. What I took from it was that as soon as everybody thought that we'd fallen out, when they came out of the woodwork like little worms and fleas and wood mites.
Oh yeah.
That was the main thing to take from the experiment, Ashley.
Yeah, and we've done it. We've been doing it for weeks now on like different scenarios where people will copy you from what you say and what you do. From even like with Axel with his coffee mornings in the morning, we watch it. We do watch a lot of people on here and the way they roll and the way they operate on here, and it's madness what runs through people's heads.
Yeah.
you're taking the conversation off track anyway, Ashley. Simon Kirk, is it a publicity stunt or is it not? That's the main question running around YouTube right now. Well, it's the one that's running around my mind. I'm pretty sure it's cropped up on Anne's mind as well.
Oh, there's lots of people. I've seen people saying it's a set up, it's not real. But it's a weird one, isn't it? Because usually to get the traction, they've got to be arguing with each other, back and forth, where he's just vanished. So if there's any
Now-
drama, it dies because there's no. And people aren't actually. You look at it, Axel, right? People aren't picking up on it. You know how usually they run with it and you get loads of videos about it. There's only a
Yeah.
couple of people that have been bothered making a video about it.
It's now I know Simon, known him for a very long time before YouTube. When he used to live in Brid, quite close to where I am now.
Was he a simple Simon with a pie man? Was he a pie man?
This is it, Axel. Get used to it. He'll interrupt you halfway through. Then you have to get back on track. Just ignore him for now and carry on.
No, he had, and probably still does have to this day, a very bad gambling habit, which very much cost pretty much his whole life, really. And I can quite believe and quite see that situation happening right here, right now. I mean, it was bad on the packet when he was in Brid. So I can see it's a slippery slope. I mean, if he's got himself back into that fucking, sorry for swearing, into that mindset and on that footpath again, it's not going to take long for him to slip. And obviously the slips come.
Gambling's horrible, man. Like, I'd hate to be addicted to that, like losing big money. You don't get anything out of it, do you? You just, at least with drugs, you get high. You know what I mean? With that, man, you just lose there.
No, they get high, don't they? In a way,
They get high.
Yeah, when they win, but
it's a stimulus, Craig. It heightens your dopamine levels and stuff. That you know.
I know when you win money. When you win, yeah. Like
even just the thought of playing, just the thought of playing and maybe winning.
I was addicted to the fruit machines, man. Before I'd even touched any drug, like fruit machines was my thing.
Do you know
from the age of 9, man.
Do you know what? I'm telling you, right? I'm telling you. I've met people, no millionaires, couple of millionaires who went broke, totally broke in the gambling. And who comes on here? Someone that was on fruit machines. I'm talking about, big players on roulette and all that business and the fruit machines. What were you doing playing with fruit machines when you were 9?
It was in the chippy.
And where did you get the money from?
My mum.
So you couldn't have been, she wouldn't have been giving you...
Nah, I'll tell you a story, Anne. It's a good story, 100% true, man.
Hey, sorry about this. You'll have to you'll have to put yours on the back burner because Craig wants to...
No, you just asked me a question, man, about the fruit machine, right? And now I got the money, man. I want to respond to it. My mum used to send me to the chip shop, right, to like go and get some food and that. And I used to play the machines with the change, man. And like most of the time, like I used to go back home with more money than I went down with, and the food. I used to give my mum the money back, and I'd keep the rest.
Oh, that's a sweet story. But
that's how it was. But I've lost a load as well.
But addiction. I think it's a serious. Well, it is a very, very serious addiction. Gambling. It's just it is like to me, it's similar to being addicted to drugs because you never cure it, do you? You never really cure it. You just have to stay away from those places.
I'm good with it now, though. The gambling machines, because like now I can like go out with me little and like go on one at one of these, because there's always some in these like arcades. I can win £100 and just walk away. I couldn't do that when I was younger.
But the question is, Craig, how much did you put in to win that £100?
£10. I always whack a tenner in. It's
No,
happened
I mean,
twice, man.
how over time before you got
No.
the wing.
It's happened
Nah.
twice. Like, since I've been out, like every time I've been out in the last 2 times, I've won £100.
I feel,
Well, £90, man, because I put 10 in.
well,
The
I didn't even
fisherman,
know how to play.
the
Do
fisherman
you know
game,
we
man.
had them? Hey, well, get this. We had them. I was shocked when I saw it in the police stations. Used to have them there.
Did
Believe it or
you?
not. Yep, used to have them right in the police. Where you go for the restroom,
Yeah.
in Covent, all that. They'd have them, and I think, bloody hell, that's a strange thing. Do you know what? I never saw them ever been played once. I never saw it, but yet
Who
they
puts
were
the
getting
money in the
played.
police station, man? Who fills it up so you can win? That's weird, isn't it?
That's what I say. I never actually saw once anyone using them, but yeah, they used to come and fill them up and empty them, fill them up and empty them. So it was like someone was
Somebody must have been using them then.
using it, but I never caught anyone using them. Yeah,
What do you mean, caught?
but I used to think, who the hell's doing that?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And what was the other one? Oh, yeah, they used to have the sweet machines as well, because depending what station what it was, you wouldn't have a canteen. Canteens were rare, very rare. They were only rare like headquarters. And you'd have a little kitchen, but they'd be that busy that they could never stop, or they'd cook something, try to eat, and then it'd be a call out to go. And so they'd have to take the chocolate out of the machines, and those chocolate machines used to get emptied so quick.
Yeah, I reckon you could earn a good wage packet out of a little sweet machine and a drinks machine.
Oh yeah,
but they used to have pubs attached to them, didn't they? Police stations and prisons for the officers and screws to go and drink.
They had them in the markets
used
as well.
to, yeah.
These fruit machines, man. I remember a specific one, the big breakfast.
Well, they go in hand together, don't they, Craig? If there's a pub there, there's definitely a fruit machine.
Well, they used to have.
This was just in a market in the Merry Hills, in a mall. They used to have them just everywhere, man, in Stockton.
In the
Crystal
stations.
Maze, man. Oh, I used to win loads on the Crystal Maze gambling machine, man.
Just shut them up. Give us a break for yassing on there. Anyway, right.
It was only 5 pence a go, man.
In the police stations, right? They used to. We had in headquarters a bar. There used to be a bar that the officers used to go to, and then when they decided to take it away. Oh God, you should have seen them. They were told, right, you're not going to have your bar anymore. They were fuming, absolutely fuming. But I kind of remember them, it causing any problems. But they took it away anyway.
Oh, and can I just say this? Like, in Porridge, the movie, like the prison, like they even had their own bar under the prison, like, back in the day.
Remember that? That was a good film, though.
Yeah, they get wrecked there. They have to sneak back into prison.
I love prison, man. It used to be
sneak back in. No, man, that's the best part.
Right,
but you get no one though in the police stations where they actually give health for gamble and drugs drink.
Yeah.
And then to have a fruit machine in the state is quite hypocritical.
But this is a problem, you see, Ash, because I think that within our police force, a lot of the officers are facing the gambling addictions and the drug addicts themselves. A lot of them are in that. I mean, look, you have police officers that are put undercover into these drug situations that are undercover for that long. They're definitely addicted to some sort of substance, whether they're on the beta blocker or not. It's still going to affect them in some sort of way.
Here's one for you, right? Here's one which usually surprises people. Here's one I'll tell you about. Now, would you think someone had a problem with alcohol if when they were going off duty, they turned around and said, after doing the night's shift, which would be from, if I remember, from 10 p.m. to 7 p.m. 7 a.m. the next morning. If they said when they're going home, right, I'm going home to have my breakfast, 2 cans of lager. And would you think they've got a problem, 7 a.m. in the morning, going home to have the breakfast, which was 2 cans of lager?
Is that off
Nah,
night
man.
shift,
If you'd have
bro?
said 5 cans of lager, I'd have said, yeah, man.
That's what a lot of them used to do. A lot of them used to.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it was a problem because that's like if it was me that had been if I just woke up in the morning, had a full night's sleep, woke up first thing in the morning, and then drank the 2 cans with my breakfast, then that had probably been the
That is
problem.
a problem.
That is a
But that
problem.
person's been awake all night from 10 o'clock at night
Yeah,
till the next morning. So
bang on.
theoretically, vice versa, whether it be nighttime or daytime, like it's still really.
It's when he's free. It's when the police officer's free, man. And you're free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Mm.
And do you know what is the thing that most officers are addicted to?
Yeah.
Tell you won't know, will you? I'll tell you.
Sex.
Power.
Antacid tablets.
Yeah?
Yeah, because of the stress keeps on giving them reflux. And they used to say, no, if they suddenly found a sudden death, an officer's sudden death, they said they just know straight away what they died from because on the 2 things they're addicted to, a lot of them addicted to. They'd see on the bedside table is, I say, what's that antacid stuff that people drink? You know what I'm talking about?
Gaviscon or like Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, Gaviscon and night nurse. They'd have that on the cabinet and they'd know straight away what they'd died from. It would be a heart attack. Because
Me and my mate, man, we fell asleep once, like, and somebody stole his bag, right? And I woke up, his name was Gav. I said, Gaviscon.
Oh, isn't he?
Bloody hell.
Come on, I think we're supposed to laugh, aren't we?
Jesus Christ, Craig, that was the worst fucking dad joke ever. Did you just get that from Potter?
No, I just thought,
That was honestly.
that was a dad joke.
There we are. You can't.
I can't believe that. And I had Fontoura on a live, man. You know, after we spoke, your live like flashed up on my feed, man.
When?
We spoke about like Lauren Harries.
Yeah.
You did a live with her, didn't you?
I have done the live with her. Not the. I did it about a year ago. I did a live with her. I'm asking her on
I was
again.
shocked that you did that, man. That shocked me because I've just watched her on a documentary, and then
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
interviewing.
going to try to get her on again to talk about it. Talk about what's been happening because since she did that show and revealed her body to the world, she can't get work on television anymore.
Who's
I
that?
know who wants to be in the public eye though. It's like a
wait a minute, Craig. Wait a minute, Craig. Stop it. Stop slagging her off.
No,
just wait a minute. Just for 1 second, Craig. Lauren Harries. I interviewed her. She was in Big Brother. She's a trans woman. She started off, she's famed for when she was a little boy. Terry Wogan introduced her to the world as an antique sex space. And she's on Terry Wogan. And she's very unique looking. From Wales, very unique looking. Used to talk very much like that. As she said she had the voice of Margaret Thatcher as a young boy. Who also looked like a cherub, which she did, the white curly hair. Well, she had reassignment surgery when she was a teenager. And if you saw her with no clothes on, it's you would never know, actually. And you said this, Craig, as well. You'd never know that she wasn't a biological woman, would you?
No,
it's
it
just
does look like
so
a woman.
convincing.
Your
Even
mic
the backside is a woman's.
What did you just say?
I'm saying your mic's playing something in the background, bro.
Who, Craig's?
No,
1 second. 1 second.
Oh, it sounds hard. Oh, wait, there was a little noise. It's okay.
No, but like,
Big up
you
to
know
me,
the
hey,
antique thing,
and big up to me
you don't
mum in
know
the
nothing
chat.
about antiques, man.
What?
They don't even know nothing about antiques. and
Hey, well, wait a
everything.
minute. The two of you starting to talk at once, and I can't understand the word you're saying.
I'm
Say
saying
first, Craig. Go on.
Oh,
Go on. Go on, Ashley. You say what you're going to say.
I'm saying big up to my mum in the chat, Mandy Jameson, as well. Just popped in.
That's not your mum.
That's my
not
mum.
your mum.
No, that's my mum in the chat there. No, I've just told her I was on here.
You're telling the truth.
Did
Or
you?
you-
Telling the truth, my mum's
Mandy
here.
Jameson. Mandy Jameson is a scouser. She only gives
No,
birth
but
to
my
Scousers.
mum.
Yeah,
my mum's
no,
in
I
the-
was thinking that, man.
She gives birth. Scousers only give birth to Scousers. Ashley's no scout. Anyway, Mandy, do you remember she snubbed us the other night, Craig?
Yeah. Yeah, jump back
Monday.
in there.
Oh,
I've been there. I shared a
my-
couple of posts the other day. No big respect to Monday and what she's doing at the minute. Speaking about knife crimes and that.
yeah. But I tell you now, she snubbed me the other week, Yeah, after on, get this, Ashley, this is shocking. I don't know. She's got the goal to show her face, the nerve to show her face. I said to her, do you want to come on and, join in? And she went, quite, foppish, like, oh, no, I'm all right, thank you. I thought, oh, like you can give up a chance. Like you can give up a chance. I mean, my God. Oh, yeah, she's all right, Mandy. She's okay.
Oh, she's spot on.
Sharon's
Spot
still
on.
here as well. Something's going on. Sharon's still here. See, she
Oh,
knows
Does she live in Wales still? That Lauren in that house, that mad
Yes.
house, like
still in the same
that's.
house.
Oh, they get bullied a lot, don't they? That family, because they live on a council estate. States right behind them, man. But they've got this like posh house, like it don't look like it should be there. Does it?
Oh, yeah, she still lives there.
The youths keep taking the mick, don't they?
You want the thing go again, Axel, the link?
My mum's in the chat there, Ian. She's just commented.
Your mum's not
What,
in the
Ruth
chat.
Johnston?
Ah, that's my mum underneath Foxer.
Is that
That's
you?
on.
She
Well,
Ruth.
Ruth, are you his mum? Because he's saying that everyone's his mum.
It's my mum.
Ruthless Ruth Johnson is Cumbrian's mum.
Right. I've just got to go on a second. I've just got to pout my name.
Oh, I'll translate that, man. He's going for a piss.
You dirty fucking bugger.
Tell you how it is, man.
So how's Craig? What's Craig been up to? I've seen you've done a few videos this week.
Watching YouTube, man, laughing at it. Me and I've been well the last couple of days.
Oh, bless.
I here for that.
Bless.
Like, I don't like talking about my life on here. Like, I don't like it because it's like sympathy hunting, eh? But like, yeah, I've just been watching the Smoking Sheriff, man. Big up the Smoking Sheriff off his tits in his car.
I seen him the other day when he was asking Simon to come and drop the watch off for him.
Video. That's the video.
I watched it first time I watched it, and that was the video I watched. And I'm sat there thinking, who is this fella that's done all the GoFundMe and all that stuff with old Patch and that.
You know why he thinks he's like close with Simon? It's because like he follows the BKFC fighting thing, and he's always begging for tickets and shit like that, freebies and that, man.
Who is?
Fucking little slink. The Smoking Sheriff.
Oh, you're not slugging. You wait till I was going to slug off poor Sheriff.
No, he just asked me what I'd been up to, and I told him, man.
Sheriff, who's never had a bad word for anyone.
Oh, come on, man. He reminds you of Mr. Potato.
He's never had a bad word for anyone, the Sheriff. Only positive.
Positive.
Yeah. He said he was going to kick my son in the head and like rape me in front of him.
Stop it.
I mean, grape. Sorry.
See,
and I forgive him, man. I forgive him. I said, let's move on. Like, I don't like you getting like depressed, mental health.
Right, but the thing is, you were needling him, weren't you, Craig?
No,
you were jabbing him.
No,
you were prodding him. You were making videos about him, and over what's the name, Scotty G.
No, that was before.
Oh no,
all
that full scenario. I'm right. I didn't agree with that at all. I spoke to you behind the scenes about it. I don't. There's a lot of help out there. There's a lot of help out there where that lad could have went instead of sitting in a cold shed.
Oh, I know that.
And watching them both prey on that lad, it was sickening. Like
filming him and pumping money out of him.
That's where
that was just a certain person trying to make, Wonga, as you say. We know what he was up to, but where he really needed, and when he wasn't playing the game, that was it. Kick him out, and that's when.
That's it. I seen it, and when Scotty was having a bit of a backbone, and that's where I seen it, a backbone. They didn't like it. They really, really didn't like it.
Shut up to Paddy a little bit. I remember.
I witnessed it a few times there. And it was just one of them. You know what? It's sickened us quite how people can do that to people like that, knowing. Like, I was in Northumberland jail, and the amount of support when I was going through Narcotics Anonymous and all the rest of the programs to actually come down and actually witness how much support in Newcastle and the local area in County Durham was quite.
What was you addicted to?
That's for me to know, Craig, and you maybe to find out one day. And I'm sure I've mentioned it.
I'm more than honest on here, man.
But me mum's in the chat, so I wouldn't like to speak about it.
What do you even? Oh, my mum knows all
cannabis,
about.
I'll say one. Cannabis. I was addicted to cannabis, Craig. Okay.
Nah, people go in for that.
And then a bit of drink and
yeah.
As Dan just said, powder your nose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't doing that. Let me just point out.
I've never really liked that. To be fair.
Here we are. Shall I tell something that's going to shock you? Well, it might not actually.
You're behind the channel, Ebenezer Green.
I have never, ever taken illegal substances. Only once I took pot and I couldn't stand it. It made me feel all sick and oozy.
Oh, it just makes me go paranoid. Like,
isn't why? There's me being good all my life, never fallen, never gone by the wayside. That's me full silent.
Congratulations, man. Well, I heard something today that made sense to me, man. Everything's illegal unless the government can make money off it.
Fuck that.
You know what I mean? Like, I've seen somebody selling fruit. Somebody was selling fruit on the sidewalk, man, in America, right? And the police are coming to take it away because they ain't got a permit. You know what I mean? They ain't making money off it, so he's got to go.
You can't sell stuff here.
Same with drugs.
You can't sell stuff on the street here unless you've got a permit, a license.
It's called taxes and VATs and that.
Why not?
Because you've got to pay your money to the government, haven't you?
See, exactly. That's what you're proving me right, man. You know, if they can make money out of murder, and they already do in America.
But put it this way: have you seen how many people smoke cannabis in this country? Now, if the government had to legalise it, there'll be crazy money for them. Plus, how many people's going to grow plants?
They don't like it.
They won't like it. If you had to legalise drugs now in the Class A, Class Bs, and Class Cs, and the government had full control of it, and no one else did, probably one of the richer countries on earth.
They say the war on drugs, man, but the majority of drugs come from plants. You can't stop nature. You can't stop nature.
Here we are. I'm going to say something now, and I'm going to pull you in on that because I used to actually pull the police on this as well. Say that phrase again, Craig.
Sorry, which one? The war on drugs?
Yeah. I used to say to them, I'd say, stop saying war on drugs. It's grammatically incorrect. It's war against drugs.
Yeah, that's what they used to say.
Not war on. And so the police couldn't even get... And when they used to call the citizens, they'd say, we're not citizens. We're not a republic. We're subjects. We're not citizens. We're subjects to a crown.
I just put a good comment there on.
All right, big nuts. I respect.
Big up now. Why? What comment?
You're both failing to see the big. I can't even say that. I can't even
Oh, you
see
both
the-
failed to see the big. It's not the government.
The big conundrum, the elephant in the room.
Mm.
The elephant in the room.
Well, it all goes back to the royals, doesn't it? All the money I see, the taxes and that just goes to the royals.
Don't you start picking on our royal family. Don't you start picking on
Oh,
our
I know, I could go
blessed
for
king
days
and
with Queen.
Why?
queen.
Oh, the
Oh,
Queen used to do
beautiful.
Nazi salutes when I was a
Oh,
kid in a
but
back
stop it,
garden.
stop
Man.
it. Oh,
look at government
beautiful.
though. Like the government there.
The Queen used to do Nazi salutes.
No,
in
she
the
didn't. No, she didn't. No, and stop saying
No,
that. See,
but
he knows what he's doing. He knows
the royal
exactly what
family,
he's doing.
the royal family could overpower Parliament, and I don't know why they do it because this country's down the Swanee. Like,
The reason they won't overpower Parliament is because the last time a king tried to do that, he lost his head.
but they imagine that now Prince Charles getting his head took off, just for how this country.
It happened at a time. It happened at a time, Ashley, when people thought that kings and queens were anointed and put there by God. So if they were going to take someone's head off, then they'd do it now.
They must rack up some mileage, Joe, man, because all I see they're doing is going on holiday, and going meeting very important people for what? When you've got two
you don't want to be. What do you think will happen if we become a republic and get a president?
I think it'll be a better country, to be honest.
No,
what you'll get, it'd save money as well.
Let's put it this way: have you seen how presidents' lavish lifestyles them and their wives live? You're just replacing one extremely expensive incumbent by another.
Yeah, now and then we work on bringing that one down. You know what I mean? Progress.
If I said to you, Noel, how are you going to make this like the United Kingdom better, right? And you were going for prime minister, what would you set in place? Because this country's down the Swanee, man. It really is.
The last thing you want to do when you're losing your identity as a country is get rid of your royals, because that's part of your identity.
You're right, man. You're right in a way.
That's part of your identity. So you need the royals there.
No. As long as you got God saves the Queen, man. God save the Queen. God is the one.
They do actually get money brought into this country, so they pay for themselves eventually. Well, they do pay for themselves. They know that. They bring back in a hell of a lot more than we spend on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, a hell of a lot more. It's billions. If you look on it, it's something like, I can't remember, it's in the billions yearly the royal family bring in. Because don't forget, especially with the Americans, that's why you don't want to lose them. Look, you've got a country there with presidents, right? And they are absolutely goggle-eyed over our royals. They love it. They love every bit of it. So that tells you don't want to lose what the rest of the world wants. You just don't want to. That's it. And that's a pity as well that the Chinese lost their imperial family, because at the end of the day, if they still had their imperial family, okay, they wouldn't be as colourful as they were in the past, but it would be something to focus on. But they lost theirs as well.
Yeah, but what God are we talking about?
What are you going on about? Did you put that comment?
No, I'm just saying, like them satanic, aren't they?
Who are?
The royal family.
No, they're not. You idiots.
Yeah, they are, man.
But you look at
they come from Nazis, man. They believe in what the Nazis believe in.
No, they didn't. Actually, I'm going to cut you off there, because how dare you say that, right?
Have you got another word I can use? Have you got another word I can?
It was right. They were not. Actually, they stood firm. Why do you think they got the name Windsor? Windsor wasn't the name.
No, it was Saxe-Coburg.
Saxe-Coburg. They changed the name at a time to say, no, we're not standing with the Germans. That's why they changed the names. So they went right out
in the way of the Germans.
And they also saved this country from a lot of strife during the First World War. A lot of strife. If
No,
they,
the people beneath them did the hard work.
oh, stop us. Stop us.
Well,
Look,
that's
look
my
at,
perspective, though, and
just
like
do
we can
you
agree
know
to
what, you
disagree. You
pleb,
know.
little pleb, called you
Oh,
respect
so
your
you're
royals.
above. I'm talking like a member of the royal family.
You're a pleb.
Are you
You pleb.
reptilian?
You
Anne, are
you
you
respect your
reptilian?
betters.
Anne's
You
a
respect,
reptilian, man.
you respect your betters and elders. My God, calling you royal family. Be proud of them. It's
No,
what makes you.
I'm not proud. Why would you have to be
They
proud
ain't
of
proud of
You're
them?
us. What did
British.
Prince Philip called us useless eaters, man.
What called you what?
Useless eaters.
Well, you're all useless eaters. You're all. There we are. How'd
Like
you
a
like that?
parasite, man. That's what he
Yeah.
said. Like Prince Philip, right? He says somebody asked him if he wanted to come back from the dead, what would he be? Like reincarnation kind of thing. He said, I'd come back as a virus so I could kill loads of people.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
When did he say that?
Look it up, man.
No, he didn't. See, you come on
Look
with
it up.
this rubbish you do. Rubbish you do. You respect your royals.
Look it up, though.
Look, you've chased Ashley away now. He's upset.
I
because
was
you
talking
called
to
him.
Ashley. I was talking to
Yeah,
you, man. Like,
Poor
it
Ashley
was.
is upset now and gone away to cry because you're
Was he
calling
related to Prince Charles or something?
our king. And you see, you keep on calling him Prince Charles. He's King Charles III.
Yeah,
And his beautiful queen, whose face outshines the glory of the sun, Camilla.
Camilla the horse face.
No,
Younger,
the beautiful. Camilla the beautiful and refined and graceful.
Okay. I mean, who cheat on Diana for that? You know what I mean? I'd rather be doing Diana.
You are horrible. You are Mandy. Get on here and tell. Mandy's a massive royal. She's a massive royalist. She'll tell you. She'll put you right. I'm telling you. Oh, let's
I
push
got a
out
question
this
for you. What was the most valued colour in the ancient world?
blue.
No, it was purple.
Oh, purple then.
Yeah, because it
It's the
comes
most
from snail
difficult to
shit.
make.
It comes from
Because
snail poop.
it's the most difficult to produce, isn't it?
Yeah. You called like until dye come out, like it
You
was
are
really
Mandy.
hard.
Mandy. Just let's have a word with Mandy. Mandy. Don't
Hey,
argue with Anne.
Mandy, you
Don't
came and you
argue with
gave
Anne.
without taking.
Just say yes. Yes. Rule Britannia and all
Took
that.
it away, oh Mandy.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm saying. Oh, look. Yeah, you book it off again.
I'm only joking, I'll shut up, man.
As this phone ran out. See, you're chasing everyone off my channel. Poor Axel was here, couldn't get a bleeding word in because of you.
Oh, I muted myself for ages, man. He
You
won't
didn't
get into
mute
the
yourself.
point.
You kept it, me. He couldn't get a
No,
word in. It was like you couldn't tell him
I
about the
muted
Simon
myself,
thing.
man.
And all that can hear is me.
Yeah, simple Simon, big fat pie man.
That's it. So where's Ashley's gone away now. Axel's gone away now. Ashley's gone away.
Yeah, they've probably gone to Fire Up Alive on their own, so they can have a
Didn't have
circle
you
jerk
them.
when they find somebody else.
Didn't have you
Man,
in trouble.
in the house, 2012.
Gonna get some news there, some of the latest there off Axel, and you chase them away.
The Mountbatten name, yeah, man. The one who got blowed up by the IRA, who was a pedo. Yeah, I know, I remember
Stop it.
What? That's what happened?
Stop saying horrible words.
No,
Stop
man.
saying horrible
He was part of the Kincora Boys home in Ireland.
Do we know that 100%? You'll say yeah. And
yeah, man. Yeah.
Go on. Yeah. Of course you'll say. Yeah. I'm not rude. No, Craig, I'm not rude like that. I'm eating my food and feeding my.
Who's your favourite MP of all time? Bloody hell. Is it, what's his name, man? I can't remember. Lord Boothby.
Oh, God. We're not getting onto that subject.
What?
not getting
The one who
upset.
was like banging the crate.
Stop
What
it!
about
Stop, Craig. You know what you're doing. I'm not. I know you know exactly what you're doing. Right? Don't think I don't know what you're doing. Stop that silly talk.
Yeah, Axel's he's doing his bees, man, eating his munch. He take us of me that he's gone. He just had something to do, and
It's a poor man never got a chance to get a word out of his mouth without you jumping
they're
in
never
there.
gonna
I'm
change my
telling
down.
you. I'm telling
Ain't
you.
nobody hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on
I'd say
moving.
to Mandy, I'd say, Mandy, come on and talk. But she'll knock me back. It'll be like,
Come on, Anne, let's get back on track. Let's get back on track.
I can't take the stress and the of her knocking me back again and saying, no, I don't want to come on. No, I'm all right. You're not interesting enough to be on your show, Anne. I mean, this is what you need to know. What you need to know about me, I mean, I try to keep it when you get treated like that. I mean, what you. I mean, it's not right. It's not right. Is it being
Oi,
treated?
oi, oi! Look at PP's there. Comment.
I don't want you to feel bad, Mandy. I'm most probably going to be depressed for the rest of the week. I don't want you to think that that it's your fault, even though it is. I'm not going to tell you it's your fault. I'm not going to put that on your shoulders. But oh, she's so hard.
You missed a bit,
She ain't
PP.
tough.
The found his rent boy
I'm
next
telling you.
beside him as well. He's
Bloody
PC.
rough as a bear's behind that one. Like, she'll be bothered. Rough as a bleeding bear's behind. I'm telling you now. I tell you now, you've got a dirty floor. You can use air behind to scrape it
You was
clean.
going to say something else, then, were you? You
I
had to
don't
stop yourself. You was going to swear, were you?
I
Yeah.
wasn't. I certainly was not. I certainly was not going to swear. If you believe, well, who did you say put a good? OPB, man.
It's raining where I am now.
Oh, that Head and
It's
Shoulders.
going to be a storm, man.
I don't. It's been looking like it's going to turn here, but not storm wise. But we might get one
Yeah, it's getting that
sooner.
way. Yeah.
But it's been all right here. Go ahead,
Big up the
man. Go ahead.
Midlands.
Go ahead.
So that far away from where you are, the Midlands, is he? Weather-wise, like
Far. No, it's not all that far. So it's like
probably have the same weather-ish. You know what I mean? Just
warmer
like,
down where you are. It tends to be warm. You get the summer. You get warmer summers, definitely.
yeah, probably.
Definitely.
It's like, especially lately with all the immigrants burning fires and stuff.
Because it's a good place to be, because you're just in that place where you can go to London if you want to go, and it's not going to be hours and hours and hours of traveling.
Yeah.
Don't think it's if you want to go up to Scotland, it's overnight for you, isn't it?
Birmingham New Line, yeah, you can do something from there.
It's a hell of a journey up to Scotland, where for me it wouldn't be as bad. Wouldn't be as bad at all. Because we're
anyway, let's get back to the sheriff just for 1 minute, right? He said,
don't start.
No, I'm talking about myself as well. He goes, what's wrong with the country? Because like I'm on like disability and that. And I thought to myself, why did I come over on a boat, man, and chuck my passport in the sea? I mean, how can he say, what's wrong with this country when I was born here? I've had family that's been born here over generations. So what's wrong with this country?
Well, was it? I don't think he was implying that you were a foreigner, was he?
Nah, but like, that's what's wrong with the country.
You are.
All the boats coming over and the hotels, that's what's wrong with the country.
Well, he wasn't talking about them.
He
wasn't talking about them, was he? He was talking in
general. He did. He was trying to say, because I claim benefits, like, what's wrong with this country? Why do you stick up for him, man?
Well, I'm not sticking up for him. I just think that they're putting something on him that's not. He wasn't saying.
Nah, he said it, man. I watched his response.
No, he's talking about being benefits.
I know, yeah.
Not only both people are on benefits, are they?
Yeah, he should look at the statistics, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but before the boat people, there was loads of people on benefits, isn't there?
Not as many as now, was there?
Yeah, but
I'm an Englishman, and I've got generations that have lived in this. Like my great granddad is before him, and all that stuff, right? So I'm entitled. If I'm in a
no, you're
jam,
not. No, you're
yeah,
not.
I am. Yeah, I
No,
am.
you're not. You're
I'm more
entitled when
entitled than they
you're
are.
entitled when you get off your ass and have paid you.
No, I'll tell that. Yeah. Oh my God, you got no concept of like even my disability or even mental health. If you say that,
You're not only for mental health, are you?
yeah, I suffer from depression and anxiety. Yeah,
Oh, God, give me that bollocks.
I
Right, don't
do.
give me that. I'm sorry, you see,
I
you got
do.
me cursed now. You got me cursed.
It's easy talking
God
down the
forgive
phone, isn't it?
God forgive me for what I just said. Like this anxiety, what are you anxious about doing a job search?
Nah, doing a job search. What do you want about? I can't work.
This is it. You hear people like that.
Oh, when did you retire, man?
Like, wait a minute, like Danny G, right? What does Danny G say? Oh God, he's getting anxiety because he's got to actually go out and do a job search and get a job. That's what he's saying. He's getting anxious over.
PP,
You know?
I don't get that Birmingham vibe. Like I don't live in that place, so my bins get
Blame the
collected.
council on. So things shouldn't get being well trapped. Let's build an airport. Anyway, you're a symptom of what's wrong, a victim of a weaponized. Oh, yeah. Don't think that's talking to you there, but yeah. So
Maybe
that's
I
it.
don't
So
care. Like
what do you
whatever
think?
people want to say about me, I couldn't give two fucks.
What?
'Cause I
What do you
know.
think? What would you think? What do you think would happen to your granddad if he'd said he was anxious?
Times was different then. The infrastructure.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't. People had to get on with it, anxious or not.
Yeah, yeah. But I was born then. Sorry.
Say people back in the past, they had to put up with it. You wouldn't get
Yeah.
it.
So
When it
I
came
need to like
I've got.
to
There was
be
no such thing.
accepted by you. I need to act like they did in the past. Do I?
The thing is, right now, it's too much. I mean, yeah, people have mental health
No,
problems. People have
I've got like
anxiety
physical.
problems.
No, I understand about the medical part, and but I've got physical. You know, that's the main thing why I call work. You take my mental health. Don't you think having like osteopenia at my age is a bit like depressing?
Yeah, it must be.
It is, yeah. That's what I mean. My illness causes my mental health as well. You don't, you don't
Look,
help it.
right. Look, right. That's right. Let's get there. And that's rude. I've been out of work for so long, I can't even get a blowjob. Even with a right, just stop it, PP. Stop it.
I'm only
Anyway,
on sertraline and I am now heavy like
see, years
antidepressants.
ago, this is it. It wasn't reckoned. It wasn't, but they knew that there was mental health issues, but not to the extent that we have them nowadays. You see, the problem is now, Craig, which I've said, when does it become a mental health issue? When it's just basically what's the difference between having a mental health issue and just having normal anxiety reactions to life itself? Difficult part of life.
When I'll answer you when you don't want to leave the house or get out of bed even like you know
But
what I mean, if you're just going out like willy-nilly when you're supposed to be at work, you're obviously faking. But if you can't get out of bed, like you've obviously got something wrong with you, or leave the house.
But anyway, don't you think years ago, right, people had mental health issues? They did have,
Yeah,
and
they
they
used to
had
get put in an
much harder
asylum.
time. Well, wait a minute, much harder times than we have now. Much harder times. They went through world wars. They went through horrific times, right? Why do you think they sort of managed to just get on and do it?
Can I answer that? I've got a perfect answer because they grew up or in a world, they lived in a world far different to ours. We like bombarded with like television all the time. This is causing the mental health, like the world that we're living in. You know what I
No,
mean? And the powers
they
that
had
be and
mental health.
creating the world that we're living in.
They must have had mental health issues themselves. How come they got on and did it?
Well,
Whether they had mental. Do you know why? Do you know
so it's
why,
like
Craig?
cancer. So So
No.
if one person can get cured, why can't all get cured?
Now, shall I tell you why they did it, Craig?
No.
Because,
Answer that.
well, let's tell you why, because there was no concept. They couldn't use it as it was like, well, you'll have to get over it. Where do you think the chin up comes from? They'd have to get over it. They'd still have to get out there, or guess what? They'd starve and be homeless. That's what would happen, unless they were serious and have to be
Thank
seriously
God.
mentally ill.
That's what's changed. Thank God, man.
No, not thank God.
There's
It's gone
help for
too
these
far.
people. There's help
It's
for
gone
these
too
people
far
now.
now.
They don't just
When
get
you
shoved in
tell
an
me how
asylum, man, and
some
forgot about.
look at Danny G, right? Are you telling me he should be on?
Why you keep bringing Danny G into it, man?
Because he's
Fucking
the
hell.
perfect example of a lazy bum who's played the system, going out at the expense of hard workers, playing
Well,
his
I
golf.
agree. He
Listen
can
of it.
he can play golf. He can go out all the time, man.
That's it.
If he's
You
on,
should go to work. You should go to
yeah,
work.
100%.
And that's it. When you've got a
100%.
physical illness, yeah. But what I'm pointing out is that now what it is, people are told. I remember the days, and you must remember the days, the end pass for anyway, Craig, at your age, when a man, especially even admitting to having mental health issues, was a no-no.
Yeah, it was
No.
nothing. It was
Now
about
it's
when
about your pride. I've got to. They list how many mental health issues they've got. Got this, I got that, I got that, I got that on the profiles. It's like, look how many can we fit in there?
my mental health is due to like drug use. You know what I mean? Being on that drug for so long, it causes, when you get off it, like you've got problems. There's those side effects. You know what I mean? Because when you've been doing it for years as well, you have anxiety. Oh, go and watch Ian Stun Gun Paddy talk about it, anxiety and that. I've been through that. Like, but I don't like to talk about it. But like,
what I'm saying is, Craig, what I'm saying is, it's why is it now that suddenly anxiety's become the thing when in the past?
Because they've come up with all sorts of drugs and they want to sell them. The pharmaceutical companies.
What is it's become? Stun Gun years ago, go back to the 70s if the internet was around then, and he started talking like that, he would have been ridiculed. I'm not saying that's right, but he would have been ridiculed and looked down as weak.
But it don't make sense. But he wouldn't, because if the internet existed, it wouldn't. You can't just say that, because you know.
But you couldn't.
If
a
the
man would
internet
never
existed in the 70s, man, it wouldn't happen, would it? Because it'd be the same as it is now.
No, if it. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about there. But anyway, what it is, right? Well, here's the scenario. Now, this is a woman, right? Woman. She survived the Titanic sinking. She was a nurse. Went straight on to the Lusitania. I think it was the Lusitania, if I'm right. That got struck by a torpedo. She survived that. Then she had to get on another ship. They were just expected to get on with it. People who survived major tragedies, if you turn around and said, "Oh, I've got anxiety, don't want to go out the house," they wouldn't understand what you were going on about. You just had to get on with it. But now it's gone completely the other way. It's like, "Oh, I don't feel like I can cope," and it's like, "Well, here we are."
Like PTSD, innit? Did they recognise that back then in like World War One? They called it shell shock.
Shell shock, they recognised. But if you see
but that's another word for PTSD, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But if you look at PTSD back then, this is another point I make. And you look at what they call PTSD now. They're two completely things. Back then, it was horrendous. It was horrendous. What they've got now is not like comparable to us.
You can have it from abuse. You can have it from abuse, like
if you're sitting there, right? If you're sitting there with and you're shaking and can't control, you can't talk, can't do anything, you're shaking. You see it, famous scene in Ryan's Daughter, where
I've seen them. I've seen pictures of like shell-shocked army people. They look like they're mad.
And what people are saying, describing themselves as having PTSD now, it's like the two of them aren't even related. You can tell they're not even related.
Of course not.
Horrific it was.
But it's still the same kind of thing, because that's all that person knows in his life. So if something happens, it all depends on what time you live in, Dowie. Perception.
Yeah, it depends on the culture and, as you say, the perception of what it is. But what it is now is that it's got too much now in my mind, where everything is down to, oh, it's a mental illness. It's like it's a normal reaction to a bad thing that's happened. Grief is a normal reaction. Panicking, unless it goes really out of hand, and as you say, someone can't get out the house and can't
What about the
function.
government with the COVID thing, man? You know what I mean? They messed a lot of families up during that time.
But what I'm
People
saying
lost
is,
jobs a
without
lot.
going, because you're diverting into another avenue now.
No. I'm on about like people being affected. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people were affected, but it's not. It's just like going on a tangent, isn't it? It's not. Stay on the
No, but
same.
don't you think that caused mental health to some people?
It
Not
would
being
have,
able to
but
go outside,
guess
leave
what?
the house.
Guess what? Mental health happens. We're humans. It happens.
Yeah,
It's
no, but
only
it affects some more than others. Like they're like a case study. Like we don't all come in one flavour.
I know, but now what I'm saying is, it's used where in the past people were reluctant to talk about it or even admit to it because it'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, which was wrong. They shouldn't have had that attitude. But now it's gone completely the other way. It's like, I've got this, I've got that, I've got the other, I've got the other, and it's like, oh,
Like
come on,
Man's
this is
Day and that,
terrible.
like Men's Depression Day and that. You mean that?
No, not that. What I'm saying is that it's become a badge of honor with some people. And it's like,
No.
oh, stop it. It's normal to have feelings. Why people always expect to feel good and happy, I don't know.
That's what I mean. Oh, the good thing is, and like, how would you know, right? Happiness if you don't experience sadness.
Exactly. You've got to have one to experience the other. It's only when it becomes totally well, say the word for me. When you can't
I don't know.
function properly. Like when it's when it's like a chemical
Rehabilitated.
condition. Let's say like bipolar. That's different.
Yeah.
The person doesn't have any control over that. You could give them as much counseling as you want, as far as I'm concerned. If someone's really bipolar, don't think it's going to work. That's going to have any chances putting drugs
Is
into
it
the
true
body.
they can live in cold conditions if you've got bipolar?
I haven't got a clue. But
Polar, it's just a joke. Polar
debilitating, that's it.
Debilitating, that's the one.
When people go and this is it and say, "Oh, I need to, I don't feel. It's like, no, you can be in the blues. That's what they used to call having the blues. It's not a mental illness. It's just that you don't feel. You're having a natural reaction to the situation you're in. And it's knowing what's the natural reaction, where doctors now just are too easy, too quick to
And people these days have been put in loads of different situations that people wouldn't more be put in back in the day. You know what I mean? So you can't exactly like balance the two. Like we live in a different world to them. It was way simpler back then. I bet life was way more happier. But now you can't stop thinking about stuff. It's coming at you like everywhere, man. Do you know what I mean?
No, it wasn't. I can show you. Right, it was worse then. What it was, you didn't have. You had to take responsibility then. Now it's a world where no one wants to take responsibility. Then you had to take responsibility. You were responsible, not someone else.
They had mental asylums back then, so obviously
that's
not.
What was wrong about it. There was this. That's what I mean. It was like completely the opposite from today. It was stigmatizing back then. A man would never admit to have mental health issues. If someone had a mental breakdown, it was bad. I'm not saying it was better then. It wasn't. They were considered no loopy and all this, and they'd be jeered.
Exactly. Probably don't want to say anything just in case he ended up in one of them places. You know what I mean?
Man's saying it's National Knife Crime Week this week. There we go.
Put down the knife, man. You know.
Should have just come on. Well, have you seen this, Mandy, which you think is disgusting? Or it's saying a lot, actually. There's a firm selling and advertising stab-proof vests.
All right, is Mandy's son got killed?
But for children, school. Anyway, wait a minute. For school children, what do you think about that, Mandy? Them actually selling knife-proof vests for children, school children. That says a hell of a lot that they're having to do that. Or they've got this.
I'll welcome it, man. I'll welcome it, especially with these people that are coming from third world countries. You don't know when they're going to snap.
I know. But it's not just them that are responsible for it.
Just imagine now, and this is a point, right? If they think they're going to get deported, right, they might commit a crime so they can just stay in jail because at least they get the meals a day. You know what I mean?
Well, this is why if they're going to deport someone, they deport them. But where do you deport them to?
I'll just drop them off, man. Oh, we've got the army, we've got the SAS, man. We've got our own secret services. We could just like put them in planes, man. Give them a bit of money and food, and just drop them off somewhere, man.
Hey, what's this? Well, you can't do that, can you? Because the country you drop them off in.
Why not? Why not? It's
the
an
country.
invasion.
Well, say that France. Well, they are actually. But say that someone like, say, Germany decided we don't want our migrants, we'll just drop them off in England.
No, but that won't work. Because, like, I want to drop them up in somewhere like Saudi Arabia.
But why should they take them? They've told us not to take them.
Why? Why should
told
they
us not
take any? Because they're one of the richest countries on the earth, and they have no
They've
migrants,
told
man.
us, the Saudis told us, don't take the Brotherhood.
Yeah,
Don't allow them to exist. They warned the UK, stop taking these people in.
All right, then send them to Gaza, man.
They won't take them, and they've said that. They said, why do you think the Muslim world doesn't want them? Because we know what they are. They said, we know what they are. Yeah, what I'll do, Mandy, I'll send you I'll find the advert online and send it.
Oh, yeah, how about the Galapagos Islands?
Well, why send them there?
Why not, man?
No, it's pretty there. That's where Darwin proved
Discovered the lie of evolution.
Evolution proved it.
When his like natural bent was theology.
Yeah, well, he proved that we came from monkeys.
He tried to prove that God they exist. That was his role in history.
He proved that we came from.
Yeah, right.
Apes.
Okay.
Apes.
But he said, no, but we were they just apes, is he? It's an organism in the sea that comes out right and then turns into birds, mammals, fish, like reptiles. You know what I mean? If you believe that, man, I've got a bridge for sale just down the road from me.
Just because you're uneducated and thick as a brick.
Uneducated.
Some of us actually
just because some historian told me, I like to dig a bit deeper. I don't believe the history that's being taught in the schools. You understand? I don't believe it.
Here we go.
I think because the winners get to write the story, don't they?
And interestingly enough, a lot of them usually we find out through archaeological evidence were writing what they were saying. The Tudors, right? The Tudors were accused of maligning Richard III, the Plantagenets, because they were enemies. And yet when they found Richard III's body and they did the facial reconstruction, he was exactly like what the Tudors described him as being. Exactly. So they weren't lying about it.
He was a hunchback, alright.
Well, he had a twisted spine. Yeah. He looks exactly like they painted him and described him. So they were.
Have you heard about the Hoover Dam and the Hoover Dam in America?
Let's get this out the way as well. Another one, the conquistadors from Spain were accused of lying about the Maya and the Aztecs and the
Spanish Inquisition
and the sacrifices, the human sacrifices they were doing. It was said they were lying. They were just trying to malign them. Then they found evidence they were sacrificing people and sacrificing children. So there was another one that was proven to be true. You can't always say because it's the enemy writing it, that's not true. Sometimes it's very true what they're writing. Very true. So what are you going to say about this?
Every culture has got like a flood story. Do you find that?
But there was never a flood. We know there was never a flood.
Oh, go on, tell me how the water flowed.
Because we know from the Antarctic would have it in the ice course, and there's no
No,
evidence that there was ever a flood. And also, if there was a flood,
there is evidence of it
where?
everywhere, man.
You just talk cack. Just because
No,
you
it's
say there
everywhere.
is, tell me where the evidence is that there was a flood.
Everywhere, man.
Where?
That's what wiped out loads of stuff.
What did it wipe out?
Giants, half-breed angels,
So where have they found these giants?
mutated, horrible, you know what I mean? All sorts of creatures.
Don't forget, if there was a flood, right? And so you're saying that Noah and the ark was true.
Nah, it's like an interpretation.
Well, how come we've got so many animals now on the planet if the flood happened and we've got so many fish?
Because apparently they evolved, though they.
You're talking about if the flood is true, it would have happened.
No.
It would only been a few thousand years back.
I don't believe that it's a ship like it says in the Bible. I believe that it's a spaceship, like kind of thing, man.
You know, you're mentally gone. You deserve the pip. You do. You deserve it. You're dangerous.
No,
You're
I just
dangerous.
look at history, like, and I try and explain it because they say,
Oh God,
"Oh,
he
look up
doesn't
to the
believe. Look,
No,
people,
no,
just let me
no. They
explain
say,
it.
look
Let me
up to the
explain this.
heavens, man.
Let me
Look up
explain
to
this
the
to my
heavens.
listeners. Let me explain this to me.
They
Let's
come
see what
from
I have to
above.
put up
The
with. Here we
people
are.
come
Wait,
from
wait,
above.
wait. You see what I have to put up with, people. This individual says that believing in evolution is absolutely ridiculous, mocks it, right? Then goes on about little green men from outer space. Please, someone tell me I'm not just the only one that thinks he's bonkers.
They might not be out from outer space. They could be demons, man.
Oh, God. There could be
What?
fairies. Fairies from the bottom of people's gardens.
We wrestle not with flesh, but principalities in high places.
What are you talking about now?
The Bible.
Where does it say that?
I don't know the name of where it comes from, but it's there.
There was no flood, and that's the end of it.
All right then. Apparently, it landed in Turkey, man.
No, it didn't, because it never existed.
Do
There
you
was
know?
never
Was
a
you
flood.
there? You know, I know you look old, but not that old, man. Come on.
We can look through the icicles in the Antarctic are amazing.
We can look
record.
through the icicles. You know how mad you sound when you say that. We can look through the icicles and find out.
Not icicles, you brain dead, uneducated, illiterate pleb. Ice cores from the Antarctic.
Ice cores, man. Whatever.
They
Call it what you want,
They
man.
reach back hundreds of thousands, about millions of years, millions and millions and millions of years, and they can see evidence of any disaster that hit the earth. Volcanoes going off, anything, droughts going off. They have never found evidence of a flood.
I don't believe that like people can like drill something out of somewhere, right, and then date it to the specific like time. You know, no. It's guesswork.
It's not guesswork. Because they know how much ice forms in a year. It's like tree rings. How do you think they know to count tree rings? Because every ring develops within a year. The ice cores are like, if you imagine an absolutely humongous tree, it goes down.
There used to be loads of big trees in this world, but they all got chopped down, man, during the flood. So why does Chinese like and Arabic and all the rest have a flood story?
Because it would most probably was something localized.
No, it's something that happened in history, man, and they documented it. I don't see why you call
it wasn't because there's no evidence there was. How many times I have to say there's no evidence there ever was.
Yeah, it's like evolution. It's called the theory of evolution. You can't prove it.
People,
it would be called the fact of evolution, like, but it's called the theory because it's a theory.
I'm suing you. I'm suing
what?
you. This is why I'm on high blood pressure tablets. I swear, I wasn't on high blood pressure tablets and started doing lives with you. You got me on my bloody high blood pressure. I'm suing you.
No,
I'm
I'm
reporting
just
you.
talking about something that I'm a bit passionate about. Like, I don't believe what we've been told. You know what I mean?
I know, because
Why would you trust the government, man?
because you're a conspirator, aren't you? You're classic conspirator.
Nah, but it's full of Masons from the start, man. Devil
If you
worshipping, dodging.
get you
You
right,
know what
get
I
you
mean? The
get
rest,
get you
man.
and say to you, here we are, get in that factory and start working out. Then you wouldn't have time to start thinking about such nonsense. Actually, I'm going to start up a factory for people like you. Get you working. Get you all in there
What,
working away.
the co-equal. What you on about, man? Calling me a half-wit, man. If you're a fucking science guy, jump on him, man. Tell him where I'm wrong, man.
Who's that?
I
Who
don't
said
know.
that?
Troglodyte. Only joking, man. Respect, bro. Respect. Co-equal. Co-equal. Say that 3 times fast, man.
Who's calling me a moron? Or is
I
they
called
calling
you
you
that.
moron? They calling you
Probably
moron?
me. Probably me, man. Because they believe everything they've been told.
Oh, this is it. But you say, smoke. But anyway, that's poor Axel disappeared. You see, he was ready to have a good talk.
Oh, yeah, you're ready to wind up. We got 3 minutes left, people.
Yeah. But you chased Axel away, didn't you? Here we are, let's do a little test. Sharon, how you doing, Sharon, love? Are you okay, Sharon? How you doing, Sharon, darling? Yeah, just book it off and tell.
Say me lovely, I might answer then.
Here we are, my lovely Sharon. How you doing, darling? How you doing, Sharon? Hey, how you doing, love? You're okay, Shazza?
Right. PP, look up Pythagoras, bro. Pythagoras, man. He'll point you in the right way.
Ah, but it was invented before Pythagoras.
What, did you do it?
It was well
What did you-
before Pythagoras. The thing you had them, didn't they? Or what were they called? But Babylonians had a
Oh,
tablets.
no. It's the Babylonians. Yeah. Could be.
Yeah, the Babylonians. I'm studying algebra,
What's his
calculus,
name, man?
and stuff.
Oh, the
Very
Epic of Gilgamesh.
Yeah, which is where Noah was taken from.
The Tower of Babel, or it.
But anyway, I'm going to start winding up now. But for my beautiful,
Yeah, man.
for my beautiful mod, wait a minute. I've got to do this. My beautiful mod, who's a really, really
Good girl.
a feather in Kelsey's cap. See, I told you that Sharon wanted, but she creeps off. You know, she comes on, makes out she's watching the show, right?
I bet that bird's thinking, what the f you doing, man?
But then she sneaks off. You have a word with her, Kelsey. Say, "I caught her again. I caught her again." Sneaking off. Tell her. Say, "You were caught again and caught you out
You've
again."
been caught, apparently, Kelsey. You do, yeah.
No, not
you naughty
Kelsey.
girl.
Sharon's been caught.
Sharon's
Anyway,
been
what I'll
caught. You
do-
naughty gal.
And
Kelsey got
anyway,
caught as well, though, in the crossfire.
Have to invite Axel on again sometime, won't we? Next time we'll have Axel on. You shut up when you told you and let people speak, right?
Yeah,
You chased him away. You chased Paul.
here comes Peter. Here comes Paul. Throw it, Peter. Throw it, Paul.
Chase them all away. Absolutely down. So anyway, thank you very much, Craig. When do you want to do a live again?
Like, I might be able to do Thursday, if anything. Or do you want to wait till next week?
No, I'll wait until I'll do one Thursday. I'm starting to get into I'm getting into the groove, man.
Well, do the 7:30 for that though, just in case.
I will do. So we didn't find. I'm sorry to report, people, we couldn't find Simon Kirk or Hedgehog Man's a-hole.
No.
But you've got to understand it's a big cavernous place and there's lots of byways and sideways.
Don't worry, Anne. We'll come out the other end unscathed.
Yeah, we'll come out the other and we'll get Craig to have some beans and then we'll be back once he's forced us out again. So anyway, thank you, Craig, and I will leave everyone with what I'm going to leave you with. I'll have to get
Big up the chat, man. Ta-ra in the chat, everybody. See you later, Anne. Take care.
Bye now, and I shall leave you all with, let's see, what shall I leave with? I will leave you with my kabuki woman, my lovely kabuki woman.